Thieb Nurida K. Gossett-Sal, known to most as Earl Sweatshirt, was born on February 24, 1994 in Los Angeles, California. Thieb's parents, Cheryl Harris and Kiora Betsy K. Gossett-Sal, divorced when he was 8 years old. He attended UCLA Lab School and then New Roads High School, where, as he has explained in his music, he had a hard time making friends due to his social awkwardness and excessive amount of traveling between his divorced parents. Thieb's father has also spoken on his son's early penchant for creativity, stating that he was a visual artist who was raised around a lot of different art forms. This includes opening for the rap groups Wu-Tang Clan and Tribe Called Quest when Thieb was very young. At the age of 16, Thieb begged his mother to buy him a computer in order to begin making his own music. She eventually caved and found Thieb an internship at a professional studio in Hollywood. His stint at the studio and discovering of his talent in creating music led to him later producing the majority of his first mixtape, all with production techniques he picked up from the studio. The Art Future collective that Earl co-founded in high school launched them to instant stardom as their dark, nihilistic message made them a polarizing force in hip-hop. Although the group's content was seen as vile and offensive to many, they were also praised for their creativity, an attribute which they are not given enough credit for. After a show at the Vans store in New York, in an attempt to cajole the manager into giving them free clothes, received recognition from Mark Sorcetter, who later became Earl's manager. This would lead to opportunities that set Earl on a path to fame that he was not ready for. Not even old enough to drive at this time, Earl had to make a decision between touring with his friends and finishing his education, a decision that he would intentionally avoid making, as he was unaware of the demands the group would soon face. Considered the best of at the ripe age of 16, Earl's acceptance of Tyler's offer to stay and record with him rather than going on tour would change the life he'd known, as he was thrust into a lifestyle filled with substance abuse and meaningless destructive behavior, leaving his education in the dust. Although saying he had fun with it, as you would, he recalls not even wanting the attention in the first place and being persuaded to drop out by Tyler and his father, for there really was no rationalizing at that point. Thieb K. Gossett-Sal was born in Los Angeles, California, to Cheryl Harris, a law professor at the University of California, Los Angeles, and Kiora Betsy K. Gossett-Sal, a well-known South African poet and political activist who left the family when Thieb was 8 years old. Harris and K. Gossett-Sal separated when Thieb was young. He attended the UCLA Lab School, a private school for affluent children in Los Angeles at the time, where he made friends and connections early on. In the 6th grade, he was sent to Coral Reef Academy in Samoa to improve his behavior. That same year, he was in the band Sly Cooper with 2 of his friends, one of his first ventures into music. He visited his mother in South Africa and was inspired by the culture there. After Coral Reef Academy, he was sent on a program that helped him gain a clearer view of the world before returning home. He attended New Roads High School and was making music as Thieb, which was inspired by the Bela Lugosi's Dead EP from Bauhaus. Now going by Sly tendencies, he decided to go on a program in Lincoln, Nebraska that helped improve his overall behavior and his views on music. This is where he honed his rapping skills under the moniker Sly Tendencies and eventually Loose, which he used until joining Art Future. He released his first mixtape Kitchen Cutlery under this name. His name later changed to Earl Sweatshirt, and after returning home from New Roads, he joined the group The Backpackers and went on a trip to Detroit, Michigan. Sweatshirt attended UCLA Lab School and then New Roads High School in Santa Monica, California. He started making music under the name Sly Tendencies before switching to Earl Sweatshirt. In the 9th grade, he decided to take on this more serious and thus self-produced his first solo project, Earl, which released as a free digital download on the OFWGKTA. This gained him large recognition in October of 2010, just a month after his 16th birthday. Videos and posts of the song Earl soon went viral, and he had gained a large following and finally got to meet Tyler, the creator. He soon became known for his music as well as his dark and often offensive lyrics. A sense of controversy followed Earl everywhere, and it all culminated in November 2010. He was suspended from school due to the graphic nature of his music video for Mellow Hype, of which he was a member. He He was sent by his mother to a boarding school in Samoa soon after, which the media often misinterprets as a place of reformatory. This, combined with little to no internet or phone access for the next 2 years, dropped Earl off the grid, causing false rumors to spread about his death during this period. Soon after joining Odd Future, Earl Sweatshirt became a central member of the collective. Its nihilistic gleam was a 10-car pileup of teenage aggression and illicit activities. His morose, clever rhymes were enough to create a substantial buzz for his early projects, Earl and EALWOLF, and his videos, which often cast him as a self-destructive teenager, made an impression too. At age 16, though on the verge of rap stardom and with a world tour under his belt, Earl's mother found the content of his rhymes and activities to be a bit too self-destructive. Without real warning to his fans and even his group members, a mature and private decision was made to send Thebe to a therapeutic retreat school in American Samoa. His departure was not overtly mourned, largely due to the diversion of the other popular members of the collective. But fans desired Earl's return, and with no word from him, an outlandish search was begun, with fans attempting to gather evidence of his whereabouts and current status by piecing together any tidbits of news that they could find, no matter how vague or absurd. Suggestions that Earl had been sent to a military school or that he was being held against his will by Tyler for his controversial lines on the track Sandwiches were unconfirmed and ultimately unfounded. Years later, in an interview with The New Yorker, it was revealed that at the time of his stay in Samoa, he was hospitalized due to a substance-induced psychosis which left him isolated and miserable. Given his experiences in the hospital and the confusion and disappointment of the fans, this was largely the beginning of his disillusionment with his life and fame. His music in this time reflects the mindset that this experience had led him to, heavily influenced by darker strains of jazz and free-form poetry as well as the Wu-Tang Clan and MF Doom. Although he maintains that an early Jesus Christ mixtape was the worst music he has ever created, and this project along with an album named Burgundy were completed quickly and have since been removed from the internet, and even denied recognition by the artist himself. This period, while not concise and often unpleasant, was an important and overlooked transition period for Earl as both a person and an artist, introducing him to new worlds of sound and a level of introspection and philosophical exploration that would allow him to transcend his early shock appeal and become a respected lyrical technician. Early in 2010, Earl suddenly disappeared without warning. The only evidence of his departure was an update on his personal Facebook page which stated, "I'm not going to be here for the next few years. If you are looking for me, you will not find me. I'm not going to be making any more music. And don't believe anything you hear unless you hear it from me. Don't believe in Earl." This raised a lot of questions from fans and caused them to assume that the boy was dead. Several rumors and theories were made by fans of the rapper as well as concerned parents. According to the La Times, speculation in the hip-hop world was that he was shipped by his mother to a Samoan re-education camp to fix his behavior. Other people thought he was caught in a legal dispute from the graphic content of his music. Fellow Odd Future member Jasper Dolphin later stated in a Spin interview that at the time of Earl's disappearance, he had no contact with him and thought that people were making some rumor up, scheming, or some shit like that. Recent reports have stated that Earl was only at the camp for a year, but repercussions from concerned parents and women's groups have resulted in a Title IX lawsuit. This and other comments from OFWG members suggest that there is some validity to these rumors. After the birthday, the main events began. It was in March that Sly Fifth Harvey would be the last person to check up on Earl. When he went to his house, there was no answer at the door, and it seemed as if no one had been home for days. When trying to call him, the line was disconnected. The next day, his mother, Cheryl Harris, was contacted by a family member of a kid who Earl was in a summer camp program with called Ironwood. He said that his daughter had seen Thebe at the airport in Samoa and that apparently he had gone with his grandmother. When Cheryl got in contact with Ironwood, it was confirmed that he had used his ticket that they had bought for him to go visit his grandmother in Samoa. There is no specific reason as to why he has gone, and no one who Earl is particularly close to has had any contact with him. This has led to the mass of rumors and hearsay, which are addressed later. Why Earl had left was not properly addressed by neither him nor his mother. When asked in 2013 why he left, he responded with, "I was not at a stage in my life where doing that was something I was interested in." And in the same interview, it was tight to just go away and journey and see what it's like somewhere else. I wonder if it's exploration or escapism that is driving this musical mastermind. He will leave his persona known as Earl Sweatshirt, his album, his fans, and the brunt of his musical career, but take with him the souls touched by his inner wisdom and astounding potential. How long will Earl be gone? Man, I don't know. I could do some stupid shit and they could be like, "Oh, you're not allowed back in the country." Well, it may be some time before we hear from Earl again. Cheryl has expressed that she had been seeking a therapeutic school in Samoa to send Earl to, believing that it would be best for his future. There is speculation that this was a chance for him at a better education and lifestyle. In his recent performance on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, Imo, the partner of Odd Future's Taco, can be seen in the background wearing an I Miss THEBE t-shirt. It is clear that Earl's departure has had an emotional effect on a number of people. This seems to be confirmed in Mellow Hype's song P2, which was released 3 days after the interview where Hodges speaks to Thebe from a faraway land, reassuring him to keep counting his hard-earned paper. During the chorus, Hodges states, "I'm sick of it, been a year bro." The whereabouts of Thebe are still largely unknown. There are a handful of tweets from Odd Future members implying that they have some form of communication with Earl and that he is indeed in a stable condition. Users have spotted him in various locations in Samoa, where he is said to be living with a relative. The sudden and early end to a career has left a lot of fans disappointed. Yet we can take solace that Earl is in fact in no danger and that he is addressing his needs at his own pace. His departure left a creative void to be quickly filled by his musical classmates. Though only 2 weeks after his birthday, Eminem referenced him in the lines Earl Sweatshirt, "I'm a creature, I'm ugly" in the latest track by Bad Meets Evil. And so, though we wish him the best, we say swag on and stay chum. There were many rumors about his location and condition, such as him being at a military school and hurt or even dead. However, these are mostly unfounded and speculative. It seems that few people have any real information on Earl's location or condition, but hope to garner internet attention from posting shocking information about him. Some rumors were more innocent, suggesting that Earl is fine and has simply been enjoying time away from the US mainstream rap industry in Samoa. The superimposed photograph of him in a classroom with the words "First Day in the Creamer School was a success" is a reference to this rumor, though it is made very clear by Tyler, the creator, and Earl's mother that this is fake. A reliable source close to the situation in the camp, who preferred not to be named, told one of our team members that despite there being no information on his exact location, status, or if he or his mother is reading the letters, Earl is aware of the efforts of fans to find information on him and prove the authenticity of the Facebook page comments and group theories. Consider the following. The Facebook group post comments and page theories are likely to gain further attention on the internet. If someone were to find out more about Earl's location and condition via the internet, it would be recent and reliable information, and Earl or his mother searching for more information would likely come across some of this internet-based speculation. On September 14th, Sweatshirt's mother, Cheryl Isenaka, tweeted from Earl's at Elkswood account that he had turned up in Samoa on August 1st. She revealed that he had been staying with his father, a law professor at the University of American Samoa. Odd Future members and fans were puzzled by this news due to the fact that Sweatshirt had apparently not been in contact with any of them. This left them with a mixed feeling concerning if that information was in fact true. In early September 2012, Odd Future member Tyler, the creator, tweeted, "We feel like the government took him away from us. It's bigger than him being in Samoa, man," which reflects the thoughts of many fans and the rest of the group. Odd Future members have made it clear that they would not like fans to ask questions about his location or when he will return, but most feel that it is their duty to entertain the concept of Free Earl and to speculate whether the story of his location in Samoa is legit. Through information that has been gathered through various sources, the Odd Future Wiki admin team compiled a list of what may have led up to his departure. It was revealed that Earl was sent to Coral Reef Academy, a school for at-risk teenage boys, by his mother. This was later confirmed during a performance of Inside the Mind of Unaccomplished Rapper in May 2013. He was sent away due to his increasingly bad behavior. Various conspiracy theories sparked by the prolonged absence of news involving Earl were addressed by this off-site documentation, as well as other videos surfacing through his friends enough. As time went on without answers, fans and haters alike began to gain significant interest in the rumors questioning Earl's mental stability due to concern derived from bleak tweets about life that Tyler and close friend Frank Ocean had posted. Subsequently, a fake blog post by his mother under a false URL came to the surface. The blog caused massive hysteria within the online hip-hop community and painted a grim picture of Earl with a story of drug use and a schizophrenic break. Though it was later confirmed that this blog was indeed fake, it demonstrates just how big Earl had gotten and escalated the questions about him to an unnecessary global scale. There were numerous Earl Sweatshirt spottings prior to his official reemergence, most of which took place in Samoa at the Lotte Art competition. At the event, a man bearing an evident resemblance to the young rapper took third place. Jaws dropped around the internet when the unsettling picture of the long-lost Earl surfaced. Once the buzz around this photo subsided, a video with Earl at a water park in Samoa began to circulate. The video showed what indeed was Earl, rapping with some pals and enjoying an average day at a water park. At one point in the video, he takes time out to show off his freshly chipped tooth. On August 20, 2012, Thief K. Gossett Sal's picture appeared on the internet, showing him in a group photo with his mother, fans, and P, creating excitement from his fans, as it was the first of Earl in years. In March 2013, despite speculation that he was still being held against his will, legal adult Thief confirmed his location and stated to a fan he would release new music when he was ready. On May 24th, Thief released a new song with Christian Rich, called High via SoundCloud. He continued to remain relatively silent about his personal life and where he had been during the time he was missing. On June 23rd, during a live performance with Flying Lotus, Earl announced that his second studio album, that was then almost finished, probably gonna be out real soon, asking fans to look out for that shit. As of 2014, Earl appeared on January 28 with Mac Miller in a birthday special for RBMA, during which he spoke on his progress for the year. He stated a desire to tour in 2014 as well as release new music. On March 20th, Odd Future collaborated with Adult Swim for an exclusive performance, playing many of their hits and new material. Earl, Tyler, and Jasper also took questions from fans in the audience. On May 11th, Earl made an upcoming appearance on the ICFMF Festival in Croatia. During an hour with Tyler, the creator, in July 2014, Earl confirmed a new album was in the works and almost finished, hinting towards a digital release. He also recalled his mother giving him a copy of Doris, saying it was awkward because I was trying to go to this party, but it was tight. Others believe he was sent to a boarding school and that he is living there to this day. It is known he was sent to a therapeutic retreat school in a ranch in California for a period of time, as referenced in an interview with his mother and seen in various pictures of him at the retreat, as well as himself referencing it in his music when comparing his experiences in Samoa to the chain of events that led to me landing in Samoa. However, he has said he sought help from a child therapeutic service for his problems in the past, and that the therapy helped to an extent, but it still didn't stop his addiction. This has led to the belief that his mother went a step further and sent him to a boarding school in hopes that he may be influenced to change his ways. Given Sweatshirt's secrecy concerning his personal life, it is unlikely there will ever be a confirmation. A GQ article from summer 2014 and Earl's music since returning further suggests that the timeline of these events has been mixed up with the Samoa story. Many believe Sweatshirt was sent to the Coral Reef Academy in Western Samoa due to lyrics from the song Off Top as well as his mother's slips in a few interviews. In an interview with NPR, when asked about sending her son away, she replied, "I don't like to phrase it like that," and in an interview with Hip Hop Dex, she replied it's a positive experience when again questioned about sending him away. However, Sweatshirt has denied this being true in an interview with the New York Times, stating, "I did not go to Samoa." The article reveals a letter sent from Earl that she discovered crumpled in his room, a plea for help saying, "How can I come back from this? This is the worst thing I've ever done." This would lead to Cheryl seeking the help of a therapeutic boarding school in Samoa called Coral Reef Academy, in hopes that her son could find help there. This letter is what would cause her to stop searching after discovering her son's location, a location that was long unknown to the public or friends in the industry. Earl was officially considered missing to the public after appearing on Tyler's show, Loiter Squad, on March 11, 2012. His close friends and supporters were left guessing and in a state of confusion for the next 2 years. I was angry at him, the way we were on the phone. He was angry at me for not letting him do what he wanted to do. So it was established that the ticket would be for a later date, and then he just left for the airport without telling me. Earl's mother, Cheryl Harris. Earl Sweatshirt's disappearance had a major impact on friends, family, and fans. It not only brought about new followers of the artist but also revealed the loyal, caring, and concerned nature of his friends and fans. We saw the hurt and confusion in his close friends such as Tyler, the creator and Domo Genesis, in televised interviews and Twitter posts. They openly expressed their emotions and concerns, and Domo even released an emotional song entitled Sam is Dead only a few months after Earl's departure. In the song, he refers to Earl as an angel, and it's clear to listeners that it's not just his close friends who are hurt by his absence, but also those he inspires with his music. His mother, Cheryl Harris, showed similar emotions. In her own article with The New Yorker, she states she felt guilt over allowing him to go. She'd soon discovered that Earl wasn't taking a break from school but was sent to a reform camp in Samoa due to his mother's concerns about his behavior. More cynically, there have been accusations that this narrative of a concerned community rallying around an artist who needs to be saved from himself has been exploited by major labels in response to declining record sales. Aware that Earl's age and bad publicity surrounding it would make re-signing him to a contract improbable, they see a chance for a fresh start and signature of an artist with a revitalized image and a built-in story of redemption, whose music has presumably matured along with his life experiences. His mother has since attained legal help in ending the contract dispute, arguing that in the state of California, where Earl recorded music on a visitor's visa, a minor cannot make a contract as it is not legally binding. This would render the original signing by Earl potentially illegal and leave him free from obligation to a major label seeking to market an image inconsistent with who he is, with the added bonus of a potentially landmark case in immigration law and the rights of adolescent musicians. In terms of the greater industry's reaction, the shock and bewilderment at Earl's disappearance led him to a near-mythical status. In an interview with Spin magazine, Flying Lotus, head of Warp Records and an important figure in the and left-field hip-hop scene, vented his frustration at the situation. Earl Sweatshirt man. The world needs that kid. I don't care what you say. We need that dude. And now he's the JD Salinger of the rap game. This end, he's just gone into the woods. How the fuck? Why is this a thing? This equating Earl to an author as reclusive and revered as Salinger is testament to how his absence has created a romanticized myth of Earl as an overlooked genius, above the often disposable nature of modern hip-hop. He closes the album with an apology letter from his mother, feeling self-aware and regretful for not being present in his life. It's a sad ending to an album filled with deep regret. It's also worth noting that this album actually leaked early and has gained infamy as the worst quality album leak in the history of the internet. Many fans downloaded it, only to delete it immediately upon hearing the sound quality. Earl refused to push the album release forward because he wanted to keep his original promise of releasing it on his birthday, but claims that the leak and his lack of news behind it was the cause of low sales. The album was not well received commercially and put Earl in a tough position. He fell off the map as no one from his label, Odd Future, was talking about him. There was a point where many fans thought he had died. Despite his loyalty, he was feeling jaded by his relationship with his former crew, and he was undoubtedly uncomfortable with the massive attention of his group that he would be receiving lest he had been present for the first album. This is around the time that the internet thrust Earl Sweatshirt into the status of a meme and more or less a myth. Countless Free Earl and Where is Earl fan pages and online discussions sparked in which trolls and legitimate fans debated the scenario behind his absence and the future of his career. Despite obviously negative effects on the artist himself, this period is an interesting testament to the music world of the internet era, and how the fans can both inherit and twist an artist's image to their own liking. Earl Sweatshirt's absence from his family and the Odd Future Collective has made a significant impact on his legacy, due to the fact that oftentimes an artist is not completely appreciated until they have passed. Earl's cult following may only continue to grow. Similarly, the quality of the music from Earl and his Odd Future affiliates may change due to the fact that he is not there to be a part of it. In the hypothetical situation that Earl is never found, it is probable that he will become a matter of sorts to the fans who seek the realness and honesty in his music yet find it absent in the rest of the industry. As time goes on, Earl will continue to be missed by those who are close to him and those who appreciated his talents, making it likely that the rumors and conspiracies will continue to develop, keeping Earl's name alive. This situation would only be exacerbated in the case that Earl is found but is a completely different person due to the therapy and medication. All things considered, Earl's disappearance will loom over the rap game indefinitely, regardless of the varying fan speculations in years to come.